is that? I have no idea if that's pointing in the right place or not. Sound. Sound. Even though it is getting close to midnight, we still have aircraft flying around outside here. The joys, as I see, of being on a war footing. No. Version. They're all cover versions these days. I can't even see myself in the viewfinder. I hope I'm somewhere I should be. It's good how the tunes we play, so we may as well just play. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come gather round, people, oh, wherever you might roam. And admit that these raging waters around you have grown. You ready to accept? If you don't swim, you'll sink like a stone. If your life to you is in any way worth saving, then you had better prepare to atone for the times they are changing now. Come, all ye writers and ye critics who prophesize with your poison pen. Keep your blind eyes wide. This chance ain't gonna come your way again. Don't post too soon now, 'cause the wheel of fortune is still in spin. And there ain't telling. Oh, it's gonna be a naming. You know the loser now might be the next one to win. For the times they are changing right now. Come all ye senators and ye congressmen, please heed the siren's call. Don't idly stand in the doorways. Don't try to impress us by blocking up the halls. For he that gets pulled to the ground will be he who has stalled. There's a battle upon every Capitol Hill raging. It's gonna shake your belief system to the core. It's gonna bring down your walls. The times, you understand, they're changing right now. Come all ye mothers and fathers throughout the land. Don't dare to criticize what you never could comprehend. Your sons and your daughters, oh, they're so far out of reach of your command. Your old road is sad, decrepit, decaying. If you don't get out of the way, they're gonna bury you where you stand. You know the times are changing now. The line's been drawn. Oh, the curse has been cast. The slowest one now, and that's gonna start to move fast. And your corrupt present, in a blink of an eye, it's gonna be past. The view you saw for so long is fading. The journey is over. Did you think it would last? No. Oh, the times they are changing right now. you, Bob, for a great song. Truly is a great song, that combination of words and melodies. I don't know if I ever gave this away. Actually, I did. It's in my book about Bob Dylan's 1960 concerts. I'm thinking Bob there because I was desperate to try and stand up. Been trying almost all of the day. It's now nearly midnight since my legs gave out at about 20 past 8 this morning. My poor birds, wanting food out there. Dylan, my son, love with my heart and soul. And he called today. There's probably nothing. Okay, I'm working on the theory. It's long-term viewers or people that come across this know me from, my other work and stuff. So I've got functional motor neurological disorder, the trauma-induced version of motor neuron disease, and I'm literally in the end stage of it. On a Friday, my children are allowed to call me for an hour, because in this country we persecute. There's a list of people we persecute in this country, and at the top is the disabled, and just under the top is the Irish. And I think just under that is singer-songwriters. And so I tick far too many boxes. The law don't apply to us, applies about us. We're not allowed to speak. I thought, I'm going off message here. I came up with a new joke today. Should I say it? Yeah, I'll say it. Okay. And I was watching the David Spade, Dana Carvey podcast. That pops up and on autoplay for some reason. I love it. I mind it. I don't know what it was, but I came up with a joke and it went. I was thinking about a girl I knew. But I wanted to tell this joke to about someone that we knew, who I knew by name and not personally. Anyway, the joke was going to be, I'm not saying she's been around, but Harvey Weinstein Me Too'd her. And even as I thought the joke, I was like, can't say that no more. You can't say nothing no more. This cancel culture, and someone just leaps on it, and pass this text on and everything. And it's very strange. It's the performers that are being cancelled, it's the comedians and the singer-songwriters and actors and stuff, No one is, and on this very day on the BBC News, but let's just look at my own case. So, over 2 weeks ago, and you can listen to the audio recording, because I put it online, so a doctor from critical care came round, because my old GP sacked me, wouldn't treat me, once I launched a complaint about his failure to treat me properly. And if you listen to the audio recording, and this nurse and this doctor, GP, and they're saying, yeah, we're going to look at getting you a new wheelchair because the hospital stole mine. And we're going to look at chasing up your neurological reports and find out why, instead of being fast-tracked, you've been slow-tracked by the GP and put on a 1-year waiting list, when plainly, you haven't got a week left in you. And we're going to get your medications reissued, because all my medications, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to come out in 2 weeks' time, we're going to do a leg test, muscular test on you, and see what your walking situation is, and see if we can get someone to help you, just to try and stave the blood clot for a bit longer. And again, I taped it yesterday. They never came back. Never turned up. They were going to call me, and the NHS out of hours line said, I've read your notes now, and it says And Dr. Swindles, rock and roll, Swindle, says she called you. I mean, they're told not to call me because my brain to finger ratio, it won't work, so I can't pick the phone up, you know, which they know, which is why they call. They're only supposed to email or text. And that's Dr. Swindles. It's written on your notes, called Paul, no answer, we'll call again in a week. Call again, how? Is she going to check my pulse and assess my musculature over the telephone? And answer or not. She's done the research, she knows I was misdiagnosed, and it's easier for them to leave you to die. And that's me. But this very morning there are still 1,700 people in this country who were given infected blood by the NHS and still have not had a penny in compensation. This is going back 30 years. They still haven't had their day in court. And so many died. Where I was going with this, why is no one cancelling these people? Why is no one, you will cancel a comedian in an instant like that, you know, but you won't cancel corrupt politicians, you won't cancel crooked police officers. Just yesterday, a vicious gang in Liverpool, I think it was, has just been jailed for 40 years. Murder and drug dealing and every other kind of crime. And they were tipped off. They had a corrupt police officer, and who they called Piggy in their encrypted messages. And all these criminals got put away, but the police, forgive me for this, couldn't find the police officer. So he's still there. Because they don't want it coming out, you know, just how deep the corruption is, you know. So I expect he'll be, you know, okay, you're just going to hand your notice in, resign, we'll pay you your pension, you know. People have died because of this vermin, you know. It's never them that gets cancelled. I don't know how I got onto this subject of cancellations now. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm sure I was going to make a valid point about something, but I don't know what it was. I think I was also going to thank Bob Dylan for the fact that, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say, which is the most important. Oh, it's my son Dylan. That's right, I was talking about my son Dylan. Well, so he called me tonight, and normally I try and get out of bed and be active for when my children call so they don't see things. And I get a bit of makeup around the eyes and get a light on so that the bags under my eyes aren't showing, and I try and put extra clothing on so they can't quite see that Daddy's got no muscle left or no body left in the clothing, and just the neck and a head left. And he was talking away and showing me a new computer game that he's designed, which isn't bad for an 11-year-old, I don't think. And he's got to wear corrective glasses now, which is a whole other story. I'm going to be singing As Ye Sow, So Shall You Reap in a second. And he's 11 years old, and he turned away from his computer and he looked over his glasses and said, "You look worn out, Daddy." I mean, bless him, I just rolled around the bed laughing, like, you know. Because both words apply. I'm very worn, and I'm certainly out. But I couldn't play any of my own songs. But Bob Dylan got me up on my feet for, well, it must be 20 minutes now. Bless him. I'm in so much pain you can't ever imagine it. I don't want to describe it to you. But thank you so much, Bob. I wish the guitar had been in tune. But these strings are about 8 years old. Rather annoyingly, just behind me I have a little lovely Washburn semi-acoustic electro with a beautiful tone on. Well, I no longer have the arm muscle needed to undo the wrapping around it. Thank you for your time, people. You've been very kind and generous with it. Waste not a second of yours, because it goes so fast you cannot imagine.